Craig Cohen 87 here with episode 186 of the Unnamed. And today is going to be a shoulder day. So yesterday I was talking about how my workout was less than perfect, although it was still a very high quality workout. Went to failure, got a great pump. My control isn't what it normally is. But after watching the video, I thought, you know what, maybe I was being a little hard on myself. Maybe I was actually giving pretty close to what I normally do. The only exception would be the last couple of reps at the end. I was probably forcing them a bit to really try to get closer to failure. And I don't know that that's a bad thing. Because it's kind of like a long length partial, but not quite. I am utilizing a lot of momentum. Usually my rule is you're allowed one bad rep. But now I'm kind of doing 2, 3, 4 bad reps at the end of all my good reps. And I don't know, maybe I could experiment with that and see how it goes. Mostly on legs. I think that's how I want to do it. But, yeah, I don't know. My back is nice and sore. My lats are growing. I really can't complain with my progress thus far. But for shoulder day is far more black and white. Shoulder day is... It's easy to call a rep. You know, either I could do the range of motion or I can't. But on back, it slightly degrades over time, and it's more of a judgment call. I've always felt that. Like, let's say I'm doing shoulder press, you know? If I can't get the weight up, that's it. That's my last rep. But for a pull down, I'll always be able to bring it down a little bit. It's just the question is, am I bringing it down far enough? And I can't really see myself in third person. And I find the tape is always far more revealing than what I think I'm actually doing. But, no, I feel really good. I'm going to the gym a bit later. I got most of my laundry done out of the way. I didn't rush out of the house like I normally do. So I think that I will have an excellent workout. I'm going to start with the side. I don't think I'm going to go heavier than I did last week. I'm going to go try to do more reps, just like I did on the back workout yesterday, and it went very, very well. And on a couple of exercises, I'm happy I did that, because I probably would have considered it a bad workout, because sometimes it's easier just to squeeze out a few more reps than it is to try to go heavier and hit the same amount of reps. It's very psychological, you know? I'm not saying that there's any evidence or proof or studies that show what I'm saying is right. This is just me inside my own head right now. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking when I hit the gym, you know? These are the thoughts I'm thinking. How do I want to tackle this movement? How do I want to tackle that movement? What's the game plan going into this? What do I do if this happens? What do I do if that happens, you know? I need stringency plans. Because I have to make sure that I'm hitting every muscle group as hard as I possibly can. Every single workout. You know, I can't afford bad workouts. But of course bad workouts are going to come, and I want my bad workouts to be better and better and better. I want to have the best possible bad workout I can have when they come, but keep them as minimal as possible. So shoulders is kind of an easy day, but it's kind of a long day because there's 3 supersets back to back to back. But I'm happy with how things went last week. I went lighter. I went with more control. I got that big barbell to do the upright rows, which I'm going to do again. And I went much lighter on the reverse pec deck. And I didn't go with the full range of motion. I'm starting to like not doing the full range of motion for certain exercises. I'm keeping it in the most hypertrophic part of the motion, which is the long length partial and a little bit beyond. So I'm going to keep experimenting with that, and I'm seeing a lot of improvements. You know, even when I touch my legs feel bigger, and I'm feeling, oh, I don't remember that. It's great. I really like it. So the game plan is same weight as last week. Of course, I'll double check and make sure that I wasn't too high in the rep ranges and need to go up in weight. But the goal will be to try to hit more reps. All right? So on that note, we'll pick this up in the gym. And that's where I'll see you next. Set number 1. Normally I would do machine side lateral raises, but the machine was taken. So I'm going to do the dumbbell side lateral raises, then do the shoulder press, and then do the machine side lateral raises. So I'm not going to really be able to benchmark last week. But last week, for what it's worth, I got 27.5 for 14 reps, and that was my third set, my third exercise in. So it's going to be interesting. Am I warmed up enough versus do I have more energy? I don't know. It'll be a bigger factor. But again, the goal is I'm thinking 20 the whole way. Let's do this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2. There we go. Not bad. 22 reps. Really getting off to a good start. All right. 60 seconds begins now. Set number 2, down to 27.5. Let's see how many I can get. I feel really good. See what happens. Just like before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 and a half. Let's go with 15 for that one. Beautiful. Third and final, down to 25 pounds. 10 plus high quality reps. Shoulders are feeling great right now. Let's keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Set number 1. Dumbbell shoulder press on the 90-degree bench. I'm going to go with 80 pounds, which is up 5 pounds from last week when I did 75s for 11. But I'm feeling really good. I think I can hit 11. Again, I'm going to go nice and slow. Kiss the shoulder caps. Controlling the negative. Whether or not I lock out or not, that's not really important. I really want to keep the tension on the delts as much as possible. All right? Let's see what happens. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 slow. Not bad. I matched it. That was a hard fought set. Really good. All right. 90 seconds begins now. Second set, and I am moving up again this set. I got 14 reps at the 60s. Let's move up to 65s. I could probably do 70s, but I'd rather get more reps than fewer reps. And then I can always make the adjustment next week. Let's do this shit. I want to do more than 14 with heavier weight. And these feel kind of light, so let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 slow. All right. So I only got 11, but that's not because the weight was heavier. It was because I pushed myself harder in that first set, which is, I always want that to happen. So now let's go see if the machine side laterals are available. Set number 1. Machine side laterals. Now this is usually my first exercise, so I don't think I'm going to be able to perform as well as I did last week, but who knows? I'm more warmed up now. So last week I got 60 pounds for 13-4. So 13 full range of motion and then 4 partials. Let's see if I can beat that. I might put more emphasis on the partials. Let's see how it unfolds. This feels very heavy. See what happens. Okay, it doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Too heavy. 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Not happy with that set at all. Set number 2, 45, which again is still up from last week. I raised the seat up a little. Maybe it was too low. I don't know. So I think I went, I already forgot. Let's see, what did I get last week? 16-8. Yeah, right. Good luck with that. All right, see this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does feel quite lighter. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15, 12. Way better than my first set. That's not actually too bad. Felt it a lot. Pretty good. All right, 90 seconds begins now. Set number 3, and I'm going to go with the same 30 I went with last week. I got 16-8. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of easy so far. 5, 6. Feels like I'm flying. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, 16. Very good. All right. Let's go hit some carbs and hit the first superset. Set number 1 is going to be a superset. Barbell upright row with the reverse pec deck. I'm going to keep the same 95 pounds I had last week that I got to 15. I still think my technique could be improved. I want to make sure I master it before I go up. And because I did 15 with the 115s, I'm going to go up to 130s. So let's see how that goes. And if it felt easy, I'm going to go again with the same weight second set. All right? Do this here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, there we go. That was good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, one more, 15. Oh, I want to throw up after that set. Which, of course, is a great thing to want to do. Set number 2. I was happy with the way the first set went, but it could have been better. Mostly on the barbell upright row. I still don't love my technique. I think I'm standing up too upright. What I want to do is bend over. I'm going to try leaning forward a bit and see what happens. I mean, it's still pretty good, but there's a little too much bicep going on. So let's see what happens. So same 95 and down to 115 on the reverse cut deck. All right? All right, you know the line. Let's do this. So I've been doing it here. I think I'm going to do it like this. Let me back up a bit. Yeah, I want to bend over a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's harder. 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah, not bad at all. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ugh. All right. One more set to come. Third and final, I rolled it down to 85 pounds. I do like leaning forward. I do think it emphasized the shoulders a lot more. And it was harder, but harder doesn't mean worse. Harder means, and a lot of times it means better, because that means I'm isolating as opposed to doing full body. And I'm gonna keep that the same 115. All right, let's do this shit.
Lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We'll call that 15-5. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not bad. Could have been better. All right. Time for another superset. Set number 1. ISO hammer shoulder press with the dumbbell front raises. I'm going to go up on both. I'm going to go from 190 to 220 and from 20 to 22.5s for the first set. And then we'll make adjustments as we go. The difference with this as opposed to the dumbbells is I'm probably not going to come as low and I'm not going to go as high. I'm really just going to stay where I feel the most tension on the deltoids, but I'm still going to control the negative. That's still very important. The goal isn't to get as many as possible. The goal is to break down the muscle fibers as much as possible. All right, let's do some damage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, not bad. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fuck, these are heavy. 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah. Excellent set. Okay, so this first set went very well. I'm very happy with it. I want to follow this up. So I lowered the weight. I'm going to lower the weight on both. I'm going to go down to 190, which was actually my top set last week, which I got 15 for. So it'll be interesting to see how many I can get. And now I dropped these down to 17.5. And, well, let's see what happens. I really like the range of motion, though. Nice and slow. I go down until I'm pretty much comfortable. I want to make sure that my elbows are below 90 degrees. I really want to stretch out the deltoid as much as possible. And then I go, not to lock out. I don't want to engage too much tricep, but I'm basically saying in the sweet spot. I'm probably doing 3/4 of a rep, trimming a bit from the top and bottom. I'm not saying this is the best way to do a rep. This is just how I want to experiment with it and see how it goes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ah, beautiful. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Third and final. I'm keeping the 190 down to 15-pound dumbbells. Ten or better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. No. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah. Shoulders are on fire. Let's go find a place to pose down.
Alrighty then, let's discuss. So overall, very good workout. Happy with it. Productive. I'm probably better than last week. I think I've slightly optimized a couple of the exercises that I did, including the barbell upright row. I really like that big Olympic bar. I should have been using that from the start. And I really like leaning over leaning forward, really, because I really want to nail those shoulders as much as possible and get my bicep out of it as much as possible, because it does hit a little bicep. If you think about it, I'm kind of like flexing the bicep a little bit in order to get it up. Let's see, what else did I really like? The hammer ISO. The ISO hammer shoulder press. The one that I supersetted with the dumbbell front raises. I'm really getting used to that machine, because it's kind of like a weird machine if you've never used it before. You're leaned back a lot. But I think that I've nailed the range of motion on that. You know, I don't like, well, I shouldn't say I don't like, but since I've been doing it, I don't like doing the same range of motion with a machine for a shoulder press as I do for a dumbbell for a shoulder press. Dumbbells, I definitely want to do it full range of motion, but the machine, I really want to just stay in that sweet spot. Coming down, still pretty far, still controlling the negative, of course, like I always do, but not locking out either. And I get a good pump in the shoulders. So, and I'm up to 220 pounds. I think what did I get? 15 reps, 13 reps, somewhere in that range. Really like it, no pain. And then I do the dumbbell front raises, which is excellent. It's funny because when I'm practicing the dumbbell front raises, they're so light. But then when I do them right after the presses, they're so heavy, which is to be expected. I mean, that's not shocking or anything like that. But it's funny how I warm up, get to a certain level, and then once I do the presses, I got to go back to that warm-up weight pretty fast. But again, it's not really about how much weight I'm lifting. It's about the technique. It's about going to failure. It's about breaking down muscle fiber. What else did I like? I didn't mind doing the dumbbells first, actually. I did the dumbbells. So I did exercise 3, number 1, and I did exercise 1, number 3. And as thought, I thought that I was going to move up 5 pounds. Probably not a great idea, because I was more fatigued. And that first set that I did, I was very, very low. I wasn't in the machine well. And I'm skiing on that leather mat, that leather contact point. So there's no sliding on it. So if I'm not in the right position, it makes it very uncomfortable to lift properly. And it wasn't an issue when I was warming up with the light weights, but as soon as I went to a good working set, it bothered me a bit. So that's why I was a little off there. But it was still a productive set, and all the sets were productive. I'm really liking how the shoulders are coming along. And I had a great 4 sets on the shoulder, on the pec deck, supersetted with shoulder press, which I don't record. I don't like recording sets where I'm doing push-ups, because I do them in a completely different spot and I only have one camera, so it wouldn't work. But you'll just have to take my word for it. That was probably the best chest press day I've done. Not chest press, but pec deck day. Loved it. Went up to 160. I think I got 12 or 13 reps on that first set. And posing, of course, I talked about it earlier that I was going to just do the relaxed poses. And I did them 3 times, and I keep forgetting to do them. So I did it 3 times. And I think the repetition of doing the side relaxed poses, which are the ones I want to work on the most, because I think when executed, they're the most impressive. I really like how I look in them. So, yeah, I was really happy with that. Really getting the gut sucked in tight. Really trying to squeeze those legs and screw them into the floor. Get my quads to pop. I think I nailed that. And then tomorrow, I'm going to go the other way. If I remember, of course. I'm going to be emphasizing the classic physique poses and skip the relaxed poses. It's not that one's better than the other. I'd rather do more reps with fewer poses, and really drill them into my brain that way. So I'm going to try this, and I'm not saying I'm going to do it for a long time, but maybe I will. We'll see if I'm improving, if this new format helps me at all. I'm going to try different things and see what works and see what doesn't work. It's really just that simple. But overall, excellent day. I definitely like training later in the day. And so I'm 4 for 4 with good workouts this week. And hopefully that'll continue tomorrow when I do the leg press. And the leg press, I'm probably going to stick to 900 pounds. I forgot how many reps I got. Oh, I think I got 11 reps. Yeah, it was 11 or 12. I was unable to hit the 14 I got prior to that. But you know what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to put my hands on my knees and go to failure a second time. So I'm going to do failure without my hands and then failure with my hands. And the goal is to get as many reps with the hands as possible. I don't want to push too hard with the hands, but I barely touch them when I do them the first time. And then I'll have to obviously add more and more and more every rep. And you know what? I don't mind if my last rep I'm unable to bring it up and it just stays down. That counts as failure as well, you know. And the negative is very important. So I'd be getting the full negative. I'll discuss that more tomorrow. Let's see. But yeah, overall, very happy with satisfied with the workout. I like how the physique's looking. Now all I need is this acne to go away, and I'll be ready for competition. All right? So I'll leave it off here. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, peace out.